Have you ever put off goal setting because you didn't feel that your goals were complete and it caused you frustration? You're going to want to watch the video. Hello, Dale Majors here, and welcome to another video. If you're new to Venture Anyway, and you're a person who wants to be better tomorrow than you are today, and you enjoy the content, then you'll want to give it a thumbs up and subscribe and follow along on our journey. Thank you for being here. So I was in a group setting little bit ago, and I was talking to people about goal setting, and one of the things that came up is we were talking about goal setting, SMART goals, my HATS model. One of the things that came up was, I do know what my dream is. I do know where I want to go, like long term, but I don't really know exactly how to measure that along the way. But I do know the types of things that I should be doing, and I know how often to do them. What gives? So the idea is that, like with SMART goals, we need to have it be specific and measurable and attainable and realistic and time bound. We have to have all these things, and we're getting stressed out. You're like, dang it, it's not time bound. Or man, I don't know what is this attainable or is it not? Is it realistic? I don't know. So we get so stressed out about like the goal setting process, and it doesn't need to be like that. I read an article this morning that talked about goal setting and the dangers of goal setting, how a lot of times certain attributes in life cannot be quantified. If you want to make yourself better and be more patient, it's like, how are you going to quantify that? But we still need goals around patience. So you can't make I'm going to rank as 27 on the patience meter instead of 19. The patience meter doesn't exist yet. Maybe someone can invent it. And then we'll go and use another example of something that's not quantifiable. There are a lot of things in life that we cannot quantify, and we need to not stress about it. So when creating goals, I use the HATS model, where you have like a big ambition, like look like Hugh Jackman when you take your shirt off. That's what my big ambition is. Well, what's the actual outcome? And they're like, well, the actual outcome is that I would need like a six-pack, that I'd be more ripped, I guess, whatever, right? But there are specific things that I put on 10 pounds of muscle or 30. You'd have those things. So you have the goal, the hope, Hugh Jackman, and then you have like the actual outcome, the things that you can specify. Then you'd have the tactics. Well, I'm going to work out, I'm going to eat, I'm going to hire a trainer. And then you'd have the specifics, which are, man, I'm going to eat a lot because the trainer told me that I'm going to have to consume 4,000 calories a day and have these macros and eat this much protein and whatever. And I'm going to go to the gym 6 times, and I'm going to, whatever, do all these very specific things, right? So what if I don't know? What if I really want to be more healthy and fit? And it's actually pretty easy to make goals around that. But man, yeah, Hugh Jackman with better abs and with a ripped chest, it's pretty easy to quantify what that is. So what about when it's not easy to quantify what the goal is? For example, imagine that you're in college and you don't really know, what you want to do long term. You're like, I want to help the world in a meaningful way and participate in businesses like this. It may be hard to specify actual outcomes for, like, I want to have an internship for 1 year at this kind of place. You may be able to do that, but you may not be able to. You may not have the clarity. So instead of stressing about, I need to get this clarity, I need to get it, come up with as much clarity as you can, but then go to tactics and say, I do know that I need to do well in school. I do know that I need to network with other people. I do know that I need to apply for internships and work internships. Just do everything that you know. You can use mentors and people around you to help build out your plan. But if you only get it 80% complete, don't stress about it. One of my favorite parts of Brian Tracy's book Goals is he talks about how opportunity is like a corridor. You need to be moving through the corridor with forward motion before you pass doors of opportunity. If you're not moving in the corridor and you're just standing there, then there's not doors by you, then you're stuck. So a lot of times by giving forward motion, that life's opportunities will open up for us. So that's by doing the tactics that we know. So if you don't have a perfect plan that's all set, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it not being complete. Just do everything you can in your power and in your creative genius that you put this plan together. You've used your friends. And if it's only 80%, it's only 80%. Just follow that plan. And that's okay. So I hope that's helpful. If you have any other questions about goals, then feel free to reach out, comment, and let me know about it. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, check out some of my other videos, and subscribe. I'd love to have you on the team. So thank you again, and I will see you on my next video.